What's up, guys? My name is Chris. Welcome to my channel. Today I got a topic for all you up-and-coming business owners. Check this out. Why I don't and you shouldn't put your name on your business. I made this mistake on the first two companies that I built in the first 10 years I was in business, and I put my initials on both the companies. And there's this interesting problem that happens, right? And I didn't know. But what I came to find out is I was expected to be there as the owner at all times. And you'll be expected to be there as the owner at all times. And customers, no matter what day or time it is, want to speak to the owner because the owner's name is on the business. Today, I'm going to teach you why not to use your name or initials, like in my case, and some landmines you can avoid by not putting your name on it. After a decade or so, as I've mentioned, I figured this out. I'm here to now teach you. I hope you guys get some value out of this. Let's jump into the show. So something I didn't know about when I opened my first business was, and honestly, I didn't have the understanding of business yet to understand that when you put your name on a company, especially if you plan on scaling the company, you find scaling as in growing multi-million dollars, tens of millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars, franchising, scaling. If your name is on the business, and I had no clue initially, over 10 years ago, if your name's on the business, you got a lot to answer to, a lot. And being a business owner, as we all know, is extremely demanding in the first place. So I'm going to teach you guys through my mistakes here. And number one is, and this was the most time consuming because of the mistake, which was I was expected to be there at all times as the customers demanded it because my initials were on the business. And for you business owners that understand in the beginning, like it's cool dealing with all the customers because you have to learn how to be able to train people to deal with the customers. But as time goes on, you don't want to deal with customers as the owner. And if you enjoy dealing with customers, that's a beautiful thing as an owner because you could teach someone else on your team to enjoy dealing with customers, to free you up, to allow you to do the things the owner should be doing, which is growing the company, not working within the company and dealing with customers. The second biggest reason why you don't put your name on your business is because just like the first one, with customers expect you to be there at all times, but if they expect to be able to speak to you at all times. Doesn't matter if it's Sunday, doesn't matter if it's 11 a.m., 11 p.m., you're on vacation, you're with your family, you're at a recital, it doesn't matter. Your name's on the business. The customers expect you to be there, and rightfully so. Listen, the customer's not wrong on this because if you've made the mistake of putting your name on the business, as I know, you got to be there at all times and you got to be able to respond to the customers at all times. Dealing with customers isn't a bad thing. It's actually a fun thing because often they'll present you with a problem that you don't know about as an owner. And as an owner, you get to fix it. But as I said, eventually you're going to get to the point to where your time is better allocated not speaking to every customer with every problem. Okay, number three, we're going to get into this part of it, right? Which a lot of people don't understand. And honestly, I didn't understand. I really had no clue until it was explained to me by a coach, I believe. And that's most of us put our name or our initials on companies out of ego, right? Our ego, and I'm going to break this down a bit, but our ego thrives off of it. We make the decision to put our name on the company because of our ego driving us to do so. So now that we understand why we do it, let's take a look at the reasons our ego will enforce us, or will not enforce, but like justify to us to put our name on it, which is number one of ego, right? This is technically the fourth thing we're talking about, but in the ego's case, the first thing that really rears its head is why our ego is telling us to put our name or our initials on a business is it's feeling of importance, right? Think about it. Like, there's nothing wrong with this. It's our pride. It's our pride. We want to feel important, like we're doing something, like we're serving the community, or we're solving this problem, or, we're providing this product to anyone. And a lot of us, out of feeling of importance, our ego will allow us and justify to us to put our name on the business. And, the fifth thing, or the second piece of ego here, is attention. We put our names on businesses or our initials on businesses for the attention, really. And there's nothing wrong with any of this, guys. It's just you're severely limiting your ability to scale and to build your company. And that's fundamentally the last piece that it comes down to. In my career, I've built six companies of my own, and only after 10 years did I not put my initials or my name on companies. And it was my fifth business that I did that. Because think about it this way. Nike, we don't know who the owner is. IBM, Microsoft, we might know who the developers were, but their names aren't on it. Apple, Amazon, Coca-Cola, KFC, Burger King, Subway, Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks. I'm just talking about some really major, large companies that take up a large market share and are some of the biggest in the world. Walmart, I think, is the biggest employer in the world, either them or Amazon. Their names of the business aren't the names of the owners. And what that does is it gives you the ability to scale your company, because you can't be in all your different locations if you're going to scale and grow with your name on it, right? Scalability. And it allows other people to buy into the vision and or purpose and see their piece in it, because your name as the owner isn't on it. It actually helps a lot when it comes to growth and scaling. And that's why I would recommend personally never to put your name or your initials on a business after knowing why not to. In the beginning, it's super natural to do it. And I remember doing it, and I was like, I remember when I got to the point I was getting ready to name my second business. And, people were suggesting that I name it after the town that I was opening it in. It was a community-based gym. The state that I live in. And, I was like, nah, that really doesn't sound good. I really want to put my name on this one too. It needs to be congruent with my first one. And unknowingly, I limited my ability to grow pretty quickly. And, looking back on everything in hindsight, these are lessons that, I wish I had known then, but I know now, and I use now, and many people use now. And we're offering to anybody who's thinking about opening a business, opening a second business, getting into business, and that is to not put your name on it, not only for the customers thinking that you're always going to be available for them, but for your ability to scale and grow, which a lot of businesses struggle to be able to do in the first place, let alone with the handicap of the owner's name on the business to begin with. So I think understanding and recapping the show of number one, why I was expected to be there at all times and why you'll be expected to be there at all times. Customers are going to want to speak to you. Number two, no matter what time or day it is, okay? Not only speak to you, but they want to see you, and that's the number one. And then speak to you is number two. Number three is understanding it's our ego that really drives us and justifies us to do this. And number four is out of feeling importance. Number five is the attention that comes with our name on the business. And, number 6, it took me my 5th business to realize not to do it. And, guys, like fundamentally, if you need some clarification or some help on this, I'm happy to help you. And I've been doing something new, which is opening up calls to anybody that wants perspective on any of these shows. All you got to do is book a free call on me. It's in the show notes. It's in the show link. And let's jump on a call and just chat. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear what you're going through, and I want to be able to help you. That's what I'm here for, is to be able to provide value and help people and build a tribe of people and community that helps each other. So if you have a question in regards to any of these topics that I talk about, check out the show links and let's book a call. It's on me. I give you a half hour of my time and I'll talk you through it. I do it quite regularly, and it's actually a lot of fun getting to know people and their businesses and building relationships from it. So that's the point. Provide value, build a tribe, build a community, and build relationships. So I hope you guys learned something from this show today. If you have any questions, get at me. All right, guys, that's what I got for you today. I hope you learned something. If you did learn something, do me a favor. Tell me below in the comments, smash that like button, and hit subscribe. I'll catch you next time. Hey, Mom. All right, you got to put him away. Or take his dog tags off. Just take his dog tags off. The beauty of moving your mother into your home at 37 years old.